Cradle, The Rise of the Chosen, Chapter 24, Part 2. Hiistu tita limba kanet alu Josh. Please, Crown Rimba, speak to me per Josh's request, Takuma stated welcomingly but stiffly. The Crown's face twisted in what seemed to be at first plain anger, but he quickly hid and smiled at Josh rather than look at Takuma. Ma'antiul kalmu Josh. No, Josh will speak to me, Rimba asserted, smiling sweetly at Josh, whom made no gesture of acceptance. After a couple moments, Crown Rimba clapped his hands together once and looked at Takuma. Kiika tu ma'au lo tipin. What exactly is going on here? Rimba asked. Notil kal puoi. Just speak to me for now, Takuma urged. Crown Rimba shot up from his chair and looked down at Josh, but for only less than a second, and then pointed and looked at Takuma. Rintinite ayo tani tumal pliito Lawrence au mal. Have you not seen that I blew Lawrence's fleet sky high in his name, Rimba yelled? Ajiet, yes, royalty. Be not hajin alu il, but please see and talk to me, Takuma reiterated. The Crown was out of breath and dark brown in the cheeks. He snatched at the air in a grabbing motion and then sat down quickly and caught his breath after a moment. Takuma looked at Josh, who appeared to be oblivious to everything going on in the room. Jin Gul, like I said, not dalu kakul alni Lawrence. I took out those deniers from Lawrence and I want to talk, the Crown explained. Jinni Nioa Buanti Goa. Yes, about your city, right? Takuma asked. The Crown cleared his throat and wiped his brow with a white handkerchief. Jual Moni Kal Aiti. Yes, the enemy is powerful, Rimba said. Fienu, evil? Takuma asked. Guin, Finu. Yes, evil. Josh Kiini Uol Ta'ani want. You believe Josh is who you need, Takuma asked. Diluit Puni. Oh, yes, why am I here? The Crown asked. Ja'ami Ta'al Tu'ol. You've given tons of gold. Yish Nu Uayo Blah blah Lawrence. You just wiped out Lawrence's presence here, Takuma stated. Suumi, still. Josh Roy Lord Fientu Ol Kanuin Vani. You are not talking to Josh. Why do you think that is? Takuma asked. This silenced Rimba for several moments. The wind hissing and whooping were the only sounds in the room while the thoughts were circling. Gianoa gave Takuma a sidelong glance and Takuma nodded imperceptibly. Ja'ant filumi'in ayo. I invited that evil in the first place, Crown Rimba finally admitted. Gulimi na'awai. What happened? Takuma asked, perceptibly showing empathy. Ki'oli'i ma'ana ja'ab. Zelors. They called themselves the Zelors, Rimba began, and Josh was now plainly listening. Ka'ana Surim. They promised paradise. Ioto Po'nio Dinku for my entire kingdom. Hilum Kai, the dark being said. Juli Tio Wan. I only had to take the holy gold. Yet Siu Nanoi and make a vow, Rimba explained. That's why I gave you all the holy gold, he explained. Kiot ni, all of it. Josh looked away from Rimba and then nodded calmly at Takuma. Takuma sat back in his chair and smiled at Giano, whom smiled back. Liit Kali Noi. Don't speak about your vow to me, Josh began. Ta'ali, Ioli, Zelors. I know of the Zelors, Josh shook his head slowly. Ti'inti, Royally, Findil, They are worse than the virus, Josh started. Josh sat up straighter and looked at Rima with a fake smile. Neat, teach, Ayul, slowly. But I'll save your people, Josh promised.